Hello, hello. Welcome back to Bishop Chapter. It's been a few days since the last one. I've been hard at work on the sixth puzzle, Aten. It's not the last puzzle in the game, but there'll be more on that in a future video. However, today I'm going to be going through puzzle number 5, which I've shown a fair few times in photos and in videos. There was I put up a music video for it, and I've not really touched on what it is. I had a few people in the comments saying it looks like a doomsday machine, which is quite funny, but I'm going to go into it today and show you what it's all about. So the puzzle is called Benben. Best way to explain this is just to read you the definition, which I'll put up on the screen from Wikipedia. So in the creation myth of the Heliopolitan form of ancient Egyptian religion, Benben was the mound that arose from the primordial waters Nu, or Noon, which we've already touched on in a previous puzzle, upon which the creator deity Atum settled. The Benben stone, also known as a pyramidion, is the top stone of the pyramid. It is also related to the obelisk. So that is going to be the centerpiece of the puzzle. It was going to be just a big tree at first, and I was just going to have pillars rotating around it. This was back when I first sort of thought of the puzzle, and it was going to be a sort of thing where there are levers, 3 or 4 levers, and it's that classic thing where each lever rotates a ring, like an outer ring, middle ring, inner ring. And, one of the levers would rotate 2 of the rings and one would rotate the other way. So it'd be a case of having to solve the puzzle of how to align them in the path that you need to take to get across to the building. But I thought that was a little bit boring. And once I discovered the constant rotation that I could apply to these rings, I started to have a bit more fun with it, and it became a bit like a total wipeout challenge.
Oh, now it's carnage out. Oh, and Joe is out.
Oh, and down goes Boobzilla.
Yeah, it's quite a unique puzzle in the game in that sense, because it's just mad. There's no real thought process behind it. It's just kind of like a smash and grab. Yeah, I think that's enough context. We could jump straight into it. I've got it on my screen once again, and I'm pressing play now. Right, so there it is, spinning in all its glory, and we're just going to start and I'll describe what's happening. So it's quite a manageable speed right now. It's it's nice and slow. You can get on the things, the pedestals, and grab these small pyramid Benben things. The annoying thing is you can only carry one at a time, and they only slot into one specific box on the middle stone. So it's a case of process of elimination, which it's a little bit grindy, but as the puzzle progresses and speeds up, it gets a bit more fun. My recording of this is a bit choppy because Unreal and OBS do not like being open at the same time on my PC. In the game itself, when it's just the engine open and I play this, it's a lot smoother than what you're seeing. It's not perfect, and I think that's down to my PC being relatively old. But yeah, it's playable, even like this. So you can see I'm just gathering stones to try and place them. That was a lucky one. So I don't know if you noticed there, but the puzzle has sped up ever so slightly. and it will do so in increments of 2. So every time you place 2 little Benben statues, the puzzle will speed up. Oh, another stroke of luck there. I swear they only go into one specific one. Cool, so this is the second one again before the next speed increase. It's very precarious, but it works surprisingly well. And the music serves to kind of drive that urgency and the speed. I think a lot of the sense of speed does come from the music. Gives it a manic feeling as we go. There we go. So it's sped up again. I did initially have it speeding up quite a bit more than it does, but by the time it gets to the end, it's just, if it's not running smooth as butter, it's unplayable. You just cannot get on these pedestals. I think the current maximum speed that it goes is kind of borderline. It's where I draw the line before it gets kind of unmanageable. We'll see that soon. I'm having some hard luck finding the box for this one. There we go. That's the thing, is you get lucky sometimes, but other times it's just process of elimination. But that's what makes it more fun, because you have to navigate these rings constantly then. And then of course, the more little statues that you place, the more specific the ones you have to target get. So it's all well and good getting on the rings and thinking, oh, I have to get on this. We sped up again. I have to get on just a pedestal and grab one of these statues, but now it's I have to get on this exact pedestal. So I'm taking a break here from the puzzle to show you this area. It's kind of the goal of the puzzle. So completing the puzzle will open these doors, and I'm just showing you that until the puzzle is complete, it cannot happen. But you need to get in that room. So I was going to intentionally fall off after grabbing that statue just to show you, but then I got flung off anyway. And now the annoying thing is that the way back is up those stairs, and of course there's no sprint function in the game, so it's a bit of a mood killer to have to walk all the way back up, especially when the music stops and you've just left with the ambient noises and your footsteps. I imagine most people playing this will fall off at least once. But that's the punishment for falling off. So here we go, back again. I think we grabbed the statue? No, we didn't. No, we are about to grab the statue. So this is the last but one, I believe. The puzzle doesn't speed up again now. This is the maximum speed. And I know it doesn't feel as crazy as I make it sound, but when you're playing it, it really is something. When I actually tested it faster than this, I was falling off a lot, and I just didn't want to annoy players with this puzzle. Especially those who are like... oh, I fell off again. Obviously, the idea of this game is to appeal to people who play puzzle games, and so I don't want to put a platforming section or an intense platforming section in the middle of a slow, chill puzzle game. You know, I want people coming from having experienced games like Myst and The Witness, where you walk around, you explore, you chill, you take your time. That's my audience really with this game. So putting a tricky platforming section in where timing is everything is not really the way I want it to go. I think it's challenging enough as it is. So you can see the last statue's been placed there, and so the puzzle just slows back to a crawl. This is actually the original speed that you find it on, with no statues in it, and by comparison of how fast it was going just then, it seems like nothing. So slow. And you can see that room is open now. Slowly make our way over. Almost there. It's the last stretch. Here we go. Okay. So you've seen this room before. If you watched the Thoth puzzle, because there's a clue on that wall. But I didn't show you this part. The Benben trophy is there on that table. And that's it. That's puzzle number 5 done. It's relatively straightforward. It doesn't require as much legwork and thought as some of the other puzzles, especially the ones where you have to find things. So the next puzzle, Aten, the one I've been working on the past couple of days, it's another sort of find things puzzle, but it's in a different context, which I will get into in the next video. Got some lighting issues here that I'm supposed to be fixing. I'll get around to it. But we're entering now, if you can tell where we are, it's the other side of the gate. So you've seen the first console quite a lot, which is full now. All 3 statues are on it. So this is the second console. And the Benben trophy just slots straight onto that one. And that's the puzzle. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot more to say about this one. It's quite self-explanatory compared to the other ones. The idea for this did evolve as I was building it, and I think it's much better as a result of that. It could have just been like another logic puzzle where you pull levers and try to work out a path. But I think this is the better path. And I think it's quite a fun addition to the game. So hopefully you enjoyed watching that, and hopefully you're enjoying these little, I call them mini episodes, but a few of them have been quite lengthy. But we're almost there. We're almost on the last puzzle. And then I can show you some new cool stuff that I haven't talked about in the game yet. The end game stuff. So hopefully you look forward to that. Thanks again for tuning in. If you made it this far, that's amazing. Thank you so much for your support and for watching these. There's a couple of you who are kind of constantly liking and commenting, and that's awesome. I didn't expect that. When I first started this project is for my uni course, and so setting up the social pages for it, I never intended to actually get anyone really following it. It was more of just like a documentation thing, an online journal where you could see timestamps and everything, and yeah. So it's a driving force behind the game, almost, to see that there are people kind of looking at everything I post, and the DMs I'm getting are really cool as well. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. I will see you in the next one. Until then, goodbye.